I guess coaching is a lot easier when you go 21 of 34 from three. Had to be a bit of a relief given what we've talked about the last few times, shooting at least.
And shooting was great tonight, and we talked about it. I have no doubt in this team that we can shoot the ball, and we are due to have a game like this. And I believe that we're gonna continue shooting the ball really well because I see how much our guys pride themselves in putting the work in, and how many reps they get, and how much they trust each other. We had 42 assists. And I think maybe 1-3 came out of the dribble. Everything was assisted threes tonight. So really proud of our effort and force that we played with. Great complete game offensively.
Emmanuel didn't look quite himself against the Lakers coming off that back injury. Obviously, maybe a nice feeling to see him move so well and execute so well.
For sure, that game against Lakers, he just missed 5-6 days there, and without play groove, without real practice, and jumping in a game, wanting to help a team to win, and he felt much better physically today, and he was himself over there tonight.
You had talked last week about getting your players in position to run to the right space. Are you seeing that now? You saw that tonight when you turned them over, you found shooters in the right position at the other end of the floor?
Yes, I mean, that's always ongoing process, and always room for improvement. I thought tonight that the force that we played with was great from the jump, from the start of the game, when we were controlling rebounding, when we had good deflections and steals, we were able to get out and score in transition.
Sorry, Darko. Jamal told me this morning that sometimes Sandro can second guess and hesitate to take the shot. How great is it to see him trust himself a little bit more these last two games in particular?
I mean, he is a player he's a really good shooter. He's a really good shooter. He's also a first team guy, always mentality, and he's always thinking, how can I help my teammates? How can I get shots for my teammates? And sometimes the best way you help your team is to take open shot. I thought that he did really good job balancing it out tonight, playmaking, touching the paint, and also shooting the ball when he was open.
And before the game started, Doug was asking you about pace. You were talking about playing smart with speed. Was that what you want to see tonight?
In parts of the game, definitely. There were a couple of possessions that definitely we can do a better job of recognizing that we don't have advantage, that we can slow down a little bit and create an advantage in the half court. We addressed that and talked about that at the halftime, and I thought second half we did a much better job.
Coach, this may be a non-Toronto media question, but I was struck by the camaraderie of your bench mob before the game, and obviously the chemistry that your team has in depth, no matter who's on the floor. What has generated that?
First of all, it's the high character of the guys that we have. All of the guys, they have only one thing in mind, and that's how to win, how to help Toronto Raptors to win. And that's something that we're taking very seriously, and that's something that we're cultivating inside our organization. Kudos to our front office of finding those guys, and kudos to my assistant coaches of educating guys what it takes to be a good teammate and how we need to play for a team.
Yeah, hi Darko. So congrats. So we remember last season you called a timeout when Stephen was injured. So it was widely seen as a gesture of sportsmanship rather than a tactical move. So what went through your mind at that moment?
I mean, I saw one of the greatest players in the history on the floor with injury, and I just called a timeout there because the opposing coach could not call the timeout there to get him on the floor. For me, I think that's more important than are we going to score on that possession or not. There are some things that are more important than just in game scoring 1 point more or not.